Hello and welcome to my channel, On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's been on the hook. Well, I'm Jeannie and y'all know me very, very well. I'm excited about being at home. I don't like it, but I have been crocheting quite a bit because I haven't gone anywhere. And I plan to go to the post office this week and send out some giveaway gifts that were won last week. I really didn't want to leave the house until I was sure that it was okay to go to the post office, but I think that it's going to be. So I will be mailing those out on Wednesday. And as a side note, I'll be meeting Jo, who makes project bags for you, my viewers, and I will be meeting her and getting a couple more bags, and there'll be a surprise toward the end of the week with those. But today I'm going to show you 5 project bags that Jo has finished for my viewers, and I'm really excited to see they're so different, each one. So we'll go over each of those later in the video, but I just wanted you to know that that was coming up. First of all, I want to talk about the elephant in the room, which everybody talks about. I hope that in the very, very near future, the doctors will find a therapeutic treatment for this coronavirus. And so until then, we have to be very, very safe, that we try not to get it because there isn't a treatment for it right now. I think they just try to help you breathe better and you work your way through it. And maybe the reason that some people are struggling with it more than others. So stay safe, stay in and crochet. Do some projects that you have been putting off, maybe cleaning out a closet, or make a goal every day to do something. That's what I've been trying to do, and hopefully we won't have to deal with this much longer. So I just wanted to mention that. I want to thank you all for supporting my Etsy shop. That is how I make enough money to make this feasible. I also thank you for my comments on YouTube. Most 99.9% of them are wonderful, wonderful comments. It's so sweet and so thoughtful, and I totally appreciate that. Most everybody has an upbeat attitude about the situation right now, and so we will continue on and talk about other things. All right, so what we're wearing today, I'm including Crystal in this because she is wearing my beautiful shawl for Easter. This is called the Sunrise Shawl. Put my crochet hook back up. This is called the Sunrise Shawl, and Crystal is wearing this. I wanted a way that I could put it on Crystal so that it wouldn't be too loose. So I found this shawl pin in my jewelry box. I hadn't ever used it, but it is pink. And the reason I usually don't use it is because I don't wear a lot of pink. But since this shawl had some beautiful pink colors and a little bit of coral, which is really what this shawl pin is. Let me just show this to you. I got this from Kristen Omdahl. She has a wonderful YouTube and a great website. She sells a lot of beautiful hand-dyed yarns. I have bought from her many times, and she sent this in one of the... Actually, I bought this from her, now that I think about it. I bought this from her a long time ago, a couple years back, and this is what it looks like. It is a... let me put my hand behind it so you can see it. It's a sparkly, sparkly shawl pin made from wood. It has kind of a sharp end on it, and it's about 5 inches long. I had forgotten that I had it, and I just carefully push it through a hole or two that I can find, and it holds the shawl in place very, very well. So Crystal is wearing this, and she likes the Sunrise Shawl. It's not too hot, so she's been wearing it for a couple of days now. So I'm going to let her go back to where she was resting over here and tell you what I'm wearing today. I'm calling this Stonewash, and the reason I'm doing that is because I used a yarn that reminds me of Stonewash yarn, and I do have some, and I'll show that to you in just a minute. But this is the yarn that I use. This is the Coastal Cotton. I've shown this a lot to y'all. This is the Coastal Cotton from Michaels. Very beautiful. It reminds me of a Stonewash yarn because it is mostly white, but it has a tiny bit of navy blue woven into it, and I really like it. It's got a tiny bit of a halo on it, so I want to hold that up there so you can see that. And I have used this to make my Stonewash, and I'm just going to call it Stonewash. That's the name of the garment. And let me just stand up and let you see it. I'll move my chair. This is a fairly loose sweater. I put 2 inches of ease on each side, 1 on each side of the front and 1 inch on each side of the back, so that it's plenty big. So I made this with the sleeves crocheted into the front and crocheted into the back. And I've shown you these types of garments before because they're very easy to make. There's no crocheting onto the body for the sleeve. The sleeve is the size that it is. If you'll see that when you crochet out, I don't do any decreasing here. There's really no need to. These sleeves are very comfortable, and you could take them down longer if you wanted to, or all the way to the wrist if you want to. I did that with my Christmas sweater. I made it in the same fashion, and let me get down here where you can see it. This is a stitch that is not difficult. It is a 2-row repeat, and 1 row is just double crochet. The other row is a seed stitch. And I tell you in the pattern how to make that, but it's not difficult. You're alternating double crochets and single crochets. So when you make the sleeve, that same stitch pattern follows the sleeve, so you don't have to create it after you've made the front and back fabric. It's already crocheted into the front and back fabric. So I really like this style because when you use a pattern repeat or a special row repeat, it just translates right onto the sleeve, so you don't have to do that later on. And I do like that part of this type of garment. I crocheted the back straight across, and I scooped the neck just a little bit. And then on the neckline, I just used a reverse single crochet. You've seen that before. It's very simple. It finishes the row very beautifully, and it's not difficult to make. I did the same thing on the sleeves. I did not do the bottom of the sweater. I bought 5 balls of this. I used 4. I used 4 balls, and each ball has 204 yards. So I used 816 yards to make my sweater. It's a decent length too. It's really right about mid-hip, and you could certainly make it longer if you want to. I believe another ball would probably make it several inches longer if you wanted to do that, or if you're a larger size, probably 5 balls would do it, but I would buy 6. If you want to buy a sweater quantity, buy more than you need and use the other to make a scarf or something, because you never know when a store is going to quit carrying a certain kind of yarn. I've had that happen to me several times, even online. So if I'm thinking I want to make a sweater, I usually buy plenty of yarn. And after you make 1 or 2 sweaters for yourself, you can kind of gauge how many yards you're going to need. Now, again, it depends on how long you make the sweater, how long you make the sleeves, how wide you make the sweater. And I have another sweater I want to show you eventually, probably end of the week, maybe next Monday, that I have finished, and I haven't written the pattern for it yet. It's called the Summer Essential Sweater, and if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen me model that the other day. I was so excited when I finished it. I haven't written the pattern for it. I mean, I've written the pattern, but I haven't produced the pattern, haven't published it yet. And I tried it on, and I absolutely love it. It is so comfortable, and it's wool. I wore it around for a little bit, and it was very, very comfortable. You couldn't see through it, so I didn't have to have a tank top on underneath it. Now, I will be showing that to you later on this week or first of next week. I do want to finish the pattern and publish it because it is a different kind of sweater, and I really, really like it. It's easy to make too. It is not difficult. It takes a little bit longer to make it because it is a fingering weight yarn, and they actually call it a sport yarn. It's the Audine wools that came in Knit Crate last month. Glenda at Creative Grandma gifted me this yarn, and I told her I would make a sweater from it, and I am in the middle of that right now. I'll show you that progress in the works in progress part of this video. But to finish this Stonewash, I wanted to show you the yarn that I actually used. And then I bought some more yarn. I have 4 balls of this, and I could make this sweater again in the lavender. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now because I have some other projects going on. But this is called Purple. This is a size 4, the same yarn that I used to make this sweater. And I really like the purple. Almost wish I had made the top out of the purple first, but I had 5 balls of the blue, and I wanted to be sure that I wouldn't run out of yarn with 4. So I made this one first, and I actually did use 4 balls of yarn. So that's what I did with that. I bought 5 of this and 4 of this. So I have enough to make the Stonewash sweater out of either of these yarn. Also, I don't know if they still carry this color, but this is the Lion Brand jeans color in the color Jumpsuit. And I made a little cardigan from, it was called the Denim Cardi on the Sewrella site. And I made that a couple years ago. And I showed it on my channel when I first started my channel last year. I modeled that, and I really love this yarn. I have 3 skeins of it left, and I'm wondering if I ordered this extra or if it was in the first set of yarn that I had. I don't remember, but I did order this from Lion Brand, and again, it's called Jumpsuit. It's a red. Let me get it back here where you can see it. It's a pinkish red. That's the color that it is. It's a pinkish red. And I think that would make this sweater very beautifully, because this is a little bit of a Stonewash look to this. See the white in there? It makes it look a little bit Stonewash. So I think the Stonewash sweater would be nice in any one of the Lion Brand jeans yarns yarn. And I really, really like that jeans yarn. I've made so many things from it because it's incredibly soft. It's stretchy. It feels good. I made my Foxy Boxy sweater out of that. I had that on Friday, and a lot of people say, I love your sweater. Well, you know, Lion Brand jeans yarn makes a beautiful sweater, so I have to give them credit. On the 4th ball of the coastal cotton, this is how much I had left, and it looks like it might be 5 yards, maybe 5 yards. But the width is going to matter if you have a sweater that's much wider than what I use. And I usually make it 21 inches. I think I'm 22 inches on each side around the hips. That would be 44 inches around with a fitted sweater. So this might have been 48 inches total around, and then that would be 24 inches from side seam to side seam. So that'll give you an idea of how wide my sweater is, and it's that wide all the way up. I did not decrease for the waist. I also made it with an eye hook, and an eye hook is a 5.5 millimeter. This is my Clover, love it. I've just about worn that handle off of it. But anyway, that's the hook that I used to make the Stonewash. So I just wanted to show this sweater to you. I promised I would wear it today, and so I'm wearing it. I love it. It's very, very comfortable. I thought it was going to be very heavy, but actually it's not. And I think that's a function of the sleeve length. It's not very long sleeves. I didn't make it extremely large, but I did make it plenty roomy. See how roomy that is? I really like a roomy sweater, especially in the summertime when the air is going through it and it feels pretty good. I didn't have to wear a tank top under this. You cannot see through it at all. And that was my focus when I started this sweater, to make it with a seed stitch so that you couldn't see through it, and you could just wear it, just throw it on and wear it with a pair of jeans. You don't have to worry about can anybody see through this, or is it going to be appropriate to wear everywhere. So that's what I did with this sweater. Okay, now for works in progress. I have one work in progress because I have finished this sweater, my candy and cream sweater, and I am working on finishing this sweater. This is my sweater that I'm calling the Sea and Sky, and why I'm calling it that is because it looks like the color of clouds, and it also looks like the color of water. So I just called it the Sea and Sky sweater, and it is so soft. I love this wool, this Audine wools that Creative Grandma was actually working with Knit Crate on this, and she sponsored this project for me, so I'm excited to be working on it. Let me show you how much I've done. This is going to be a sweater that is long sleeves, but I'm making the neck kind of wide so you can wear it in the summertime. You can push the sleeves up, or you can wear it with a blue turtleneck in the fall and or winter. And I'm making it so that you can't see through it. I used the same kinds of stitches that I used on the candy and cream sweater. This is what the wool looks like in a ball. I really love this. It's caked up. I've used about a third of it maybe to make this much on the sweater. And this is what I have so far. Y'all saw part of this last week, but I've moved along, and what I'm doing is putting a very long ribbing on it. And I did the ribbing as I made the sweater. I did not make the ribbing this way and then sew it on. I don't want to do that. I'm making the ribbing separate, and it's also the same on both sides. I wanted to make it the same on both sides. So I've continued up, and I'm using the cross stitches and double crochets on this particular sweater. If you can see that, you can see through it a little bit on the cross stitch. But honestly, I don't think I'll need a top under this. That's the reason I'm making this not see-through, because I want to be able to just throw it on and wear it. I don't want to have to worry about wearing something underneath it. So this is how much I've done, and I've used about a third of a hank. So I think I'm in very good shape. I have 4 hanks of this yarn, and I'm really excited. I will be putting long sleeves on that, but they'll be fitted. I don't want them to be big old, puffy sleeves or anything like that. I like the fitted sleeve when the sweater is not totally fitted. I think that just has a nicer look. This is a big sweater. It's not huge, but I really enjoyed this coastal cotton. I really enjoyed working with it. So that is my work in progress, the Sea and Sky sweater, and I'm excited to finish it. Hopefully I can finish it by the end of the week, but that's pretty aggressive. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. But if it's the only project that I'm working on right now, I should be able to make some great headway on it. And I'll show you, if I haven't finished it by Friday, I will show you the progress that I've made on it. In this video, we are going to do a giveaway for this coming week, and I'll do that later in the video. But right now, I want to show you the project bags. I know everybody loves to see these. Everybody but 1 or 2 people. And if you don't like project bags, you can just tune me out right now. Just tune me out, because I have 5 bags that I want to show you, and I'm going to tell you who they're for, only first names and states. But I will tell you who has bought these, and they were very gracious enough for me to show them on my channel before Joe mails them out to the owners. So I want to show these one at a time, and the few little things that are so different about each one. So this is the Dragonfly bag. That's what I'm calling it. Joe may call it something else, but it's a bag that is primarily Dragonfly fabric. Now that's the key, and this is her beautiful medallion that she makes. It's her trademark. She makes that from felt and beads. So I'll show you that for each bag. And then on the inside of the bag, she has used this fabric inside the front panel of the pocket. And then the bag itself is done in this beautiful blue tie-dye. I don't know if y'all remember those from the old days. And then she has used a dragonfly on each one of the handles where it attaches to the bag. I just think that is so special. She's used the key element right there. And then this bag has 2 pockets on each side. And of course the top pocket goes all the way down. Instead of just putting 2 pockets on there, she has incorporated that top pocket all the way down. The bottom of the bag is black, and it's also very sturdy. Look at that. It's very easy to stand up. The straps are embroidered, as they always are, and they're actually done in another fabric, which is green and purple. Beautiful, beautiful fabric, and I like that. And the inside is white canvas. Very easy to see what's in your bag. I like that. And then, of course, her stitch marker ring on the inside of the bag. This bag has 1 zippered pocket on the inside, and then she's used coordinating fabric in there as well. On both zipper pulls, Joe has put a really pretty stitch marker to match the bag. There's one, and this is the one on the main zipper that she has put on here. I really like that. That is so cute. Let me get it up here where you can see it. She's put that on the bag too as well. So I really like this one. This is the Dragonfly bag, and sheesh, I didn't tell you who it goes to. It goes to Tamara from Ohio, or Tamara. I think it's Tamara from Ohio. And congratulations, a beautiful bag. This will be going out in the mail to you this week. So just wanted to let you know that. All of these bags will go out this week. This is the cat bag, and I just love this. I just think this is so cute. It's actually fish and cats, and how cute is that? This is the fabric on the front. Look at that. I just love those colors, and the cats are all together there. There's her medallion done in the actual colors of the bag. So she's picked up all the colors in the bag on her medallion. Very, very pretty. And there's a cat on each one of these. So how cute is that? I really like that. And there are two on the back as well. There's a cat on the back. Let me tell you who this is for before I go on. This is for Jackie in Missouri. So Jackie in Missouri, you'll be getting this very soon. This is the fabric on the inside. It's fish and cats. Very, very cute. Here is the stitch marker that Joe has put on the outside zipper. This is a zippered bag. This bag has 2 pockets on each side, as the first bag did. And the back of this bag is done in a fish design. I really like that. And let's open this one and see what's inside. This is also lined in white canvas. Very beautiful. And it has a large pocket on one side, if you can see that. And it's done in 2 fabrics. How cute is that? And then this pocket, both pockets are done in 2 different fabrics. I'm trying to get this up here where you can see it. You have the fish and the cats on that side, and the fish and the cats on this side. Very, very cute. And this has a stitch marker holder inside, of course. And both pockets are open, so there's no zipper on the inside. There is a zipper closure on the outside. So Jackie, I hope you enjoy your bag. That is so cute. Very, very cute. And these little tabs, of course, have the cats on them as well. So cute. All right. So now on to bag number 3. This is a very sophisticated bag. This is a flowered bag. I like the flowers on here. It's very, very beautiful. I love the purple and black coordinating fabric. And each tab has a flower on it. They're each done with the flower. It looks like the back. Yes, the back are done the same way. The back of the bag is done in a beautiful purple and black fabric, and then the sides are done in a little bit of a tie-dye look there. I'm not really sure what that is, but this is a kind of a hexagon fabric. The bottom is black, as is that is her trademark. And let me show you the medallion on this one. This is beautiful. It's all done in the colors of the bag. Really, really like that. So let's look inside and see what we see. The straps are done in the purple fabric. Let's open this up. And of course there's a stitch marker on here. Very, very pretty. And it matches the bag. And on the stitch marker is a little lamb. That's so cute. Let's get into this bag and see what we can find. Beautiful white interior. You can see what's going on in there. And it's got a zippered pocket. Let's look inside the zippered pocket while we're at it and find out what fabric she used in here. A coordinating beautiful purple fabric with gold leaves. That is so pretty. And then of course there's a stitch marker on here, which is that. Very cute. So let's find out who this goes to. This is a beautiful bag. This is going to Michelle in Washington, all the way to Washington. Michelle, I know you'll love this bag. It's very, very pretty. Very pretty. The flowered bag, that's what I call it. Okay, now let's look at bag number 4. This is the Cats in Space. I'll show you this. These are Cats in Space. And of course her medallion matches that fabric right there. Her coordinating fabric is done in a stripe, and it really looks cute with this. There's a cat on each one of these tabs, of course, and 2 on the back. On the back is the same fabric as is one of the pockets on each side, and those are done in the Cats in Space fabric. I really like that. And the coordinating fabric that goes with the Cats in Space. Really like that. And there are 2 pockets on each side. The handles are done in a coordinating fabric like that, and it coordinates with this piece right here. I really like that. She's done that on both sides. And then those are space. Okay, this is stars out in space, sorry, and these are the cats in space. And this is the stitch marker that she's put on this one. Very, very cute, very pretty. And of course the medallion on the front that matches the cats in space. Let's find out who this is going to while we're at it. This is going to Angela in Texas. Angela, yay, you will love this bag. This is so cute. Now on the inside is white fabric. It's canvas fabric. It's very tough. I'm sure you can't poke it with a crochet hook or anything, but it is made out of sturdy canvas. The inside zippered pocket is lined in a striped fabric, so really like that. And there is the stitch marker on the zipper. It looks like that. So very, very cute. Angela, you will be excited to get this one. I really like it. Everyone is so different and so unique. I really like these bags. I have several of these, as you know. All right, and this is the last bag, but not least. This is a pink bag. I really love that. That is pretty. I love that for spring and summer. And she has put a black bottom on here with the space material on it. So I really like that. You can see the stars out there, and they're all different colors too, which really adds a lot to that fabric. And here is the medallion on the front. And the front pocket is dragonflies. So that's really, I guess, what she's keying on here, are dragonflies. But I do like the floral fabric, and she's used that on the back, and I like that. Look how beautiful that is. This is a snap bag. It does not have a zipper. Some people prefer that, and I can see why. It's a little easier to get into, and if you don't need a zipper, you don't need a zipper. But inside there is a zipper pouch, and the coordinating fabric are cats, and they're, I don't know, those are actual cats on there. Pictures of cats. Very cute. And the zipper pull has a really pretty stitch marker on there for you to use. And of course, all her bags are quilted. All of her bags are pre-washed, so you don't have to worry about them shrinking if you have to wash them. All of her bags have embroidery on the handles so that they are very, very strong. They don't sag. And I really like that. I like the, she did that on mine too as well. And I feel like they're going to hold up very, very well with all the use that I give my project bags, and I'm sure you will too. All of her bags have a stitch marker holder on the inside and some stitch markers in there actually. And I have actually used this on my bag so that I don't lose the stitch markers I'm using at the time. I'm taking them off, putting them on. If I'm in the car, I will just put them right back on the ring. And that way I know where they are. They haven't fallen down between the seats. As you know, that happens. But let's find out who this goes to. Wow, I didn't do that at first. Tia in Ohio. Tia in Ohio, this is your bag, and it's quite lovely. I really like it. So those are the 5 project bags that I wanted to show today. And now I want to tell you that at the end of the week, I'm going to do something very, very special for my viewers. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And then I'll have another couple of bags to show you. I'm going to do a swap with Jo on Wednesday, and I'm going to give her these 5 bags, and she's going to mail them out, and then I'm going to get 2 more bags, and we're going to do something very special on Thursday, or Friday, I don't know which day. So be sure to stay tuned for that. Now for the giveaway portion of my video. I have a ball of Caron Simply Soft here in a light blue. This is 100% acrylic, and the color is soft blue. That's the color they call it. This is a Caron Simply Soft skein of yarn, and I'm going to send this to somebody who will make maybe some hat not hate hats with it. And if you're not familiar with that, or if you just joined us, you can look down in the description box, and I'll put a little section down there about Hat Not Hate project by Lion Brand. But this is a beautiful skein of yarn. It's very, very soft. If you know, I'm sure you've worked with Karen Simply Soft. And this is a soft blue color. So I really like that. It's going to be a beautiful Hat Not Hate hat if that's what you choose to do with it. So I'm giving that away to giveaway winner number 1. Giveaway winner number 2 will receive a complete package of the yarn that I use to make the essential sweater for winter. And this is called Winter Sale yarn, and I think they actually still sell this yarn. This yarn is called Sale Winter, S-A-L-E Winter, and it's 20% mohair, 25% wool, 15% acrylic, and 10% polyamide. It's very, very soft, 150 meters on the ball, and I used one package. I bought 2 packages, and I used one package to make my essential sweater, and you can see that out on my Etsy shop. I used one full package and 150 meters times 8, or whatever that ended up being. My essential sweater is huge. You don't have to make it that big, and you could probably get a whole sweater out of this. I don't doubt that. I think you probably could. And if you can't, or if you feel like you need more yarn, you can order it from Ice Yarns. They still have this particular yarn. It's called Sale Winter, and it's in the black and white. You'll see it on their website. I saw it on there last week, so hopefully they still have it. But this will go to giveaway winner number 2. Giveaway winner number 3 will receive an entire package of this yarn, which is the yarn I used to make the orange and onyx sweater. You'll see that on my Etsy shop as well. It's a winter sweater, and you can hold on to this until winter starts back up, or at the end of summer you can start a sweater with this. You don't have to make that particular sweater out of it, but I wanted to show this. This is chenille wool flame, and I really enjoyed working with this. This is a kind of a rust color with black woven around it. So I really enjoyed working with it. It's very, very soft. If you know what a chenille bedspread feels like, that's what this feels like when you get it made up. And let me find out what's in this. This particular yarn is 85% acrylic and 15% wool. It has a little bit of wool in it that keeps you warm, but it's not scratchy. I didn't find it to be scratchy at all, even though I made mine in a V-neck and I wore a black turtleneck under it. So as far as wearing it next to your skin, no problem though. It is so soft, very, very soft, just like chenille. And if your grandmother or your mother or you actually have a bedspread out of chenille, you'll know how soft that is. And that's what this feels like. So this package will go to giveaway winner number 3. If you would like to be in the running for one of these 3 giveaway items, then put a comment down in the description box and use the keyword ICE, I-C-E. In order to win a giveaway, you have to have the word ICE in your comment. You also need to be a subscriber, and I would love it if you would like this video. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know. Put a comment down in the comment box. Let me say one word about the project bags that I show. I do not receive a commission on these bags. I do not sponsor her on an Etsy shop or anything like that. She is a friend of mine that makes project bags. She charges what she will. If you want to know what she would charge you for a bag, if you know what you want, you can email her. I'll put her email address down in the description box, and you can email her directly. I can't get in the middle of that because I don't know how she prices her bags. I know that they are not inexpensive. They are well worth the money that she charges for them. She makes each one separately, one at a time, and then she puts the handmade medallion on it to make it special. She also puts other things in there on her own that are very, very special. So I want you to know that she works really hard on these bags. It takes her a couple days just to make one, and that's working all day. She's very detail oriented, and she's an excellent seamstress. So I just want you to know that these bags are not priced like you can buy something at Walmart, or somebody just puts 2 pieces of material together and makes a bag. That is not what these are. These have structure to them. The bottoms are flat, so you can set them on the floor and they don't fall over. They're very, very nice. I really like them. I have several bags that I'm using that Joe made for me, so I really like them. I just show you what a beautiful bag can be. You don't have to buy one, because they're not for everybody. They do cost quite a bit. So if you want to know how much Jo would charge you for a bag, if you're curious, you can email her and ask her what she would charge you to make a bag like you want. So I just wanted to let you know that. I'm not showing them to make people feel bad. I'm showing them to show you beauty. I think it's great to aspire to beautiful things. I love to aspire to paint beautiful paintings. Even though I'm not a great painter, I have painted in the past and I've enjoyed it, but there's no way I'm going to paint like the masters. I love to look at artists that are so wonderful, and I can't afford their paintings, but I love to look at the beauty. I love to look at beautiful architecture. I love to look at beautiful cars. I love to look at other beautiful things, but I don't always buy them. I just love to look at the beauty. You can see what beautiful work that a creative person can produce. That's the only reason I'm showing these to you. So I'm going to sign off. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll be back as soon as possible. Stay safe. So enjoy your social distancing time and do something creative. And then when we're able to go out and about, it'll be even more wonderful. So I hope you have a great week, and join me next time when we find out what's on the hook.